Let me share screen. Okay, how's everyone doing? Let's see. We got Heidi and Christine on their way. Okay, cool. I have had, I think Vivian and Diana are both busy tonight, right? Vera, I think that's what they send me messages.
I think Diana maybe, usually at this time, she's quite tied up.
She's tied up because of the dinner time, but also I think her granddaughter has been sick.
I think she's been,
no worries.
a lot.
I mean, hopefully when we send them the point, they can listen to it. Okay, let's get started then. No worries. Okay, so today is officially week 4, actually, not week 3. I think I typed in a typo there. Let me just go down. So that was last week. Yeah, that's right. This is week 4. Week 4, which is halfway through already with our first lot of the sort of business building as well as team bonding. It's actually 8 weeks. So today is week 4, so it's actually halfway through. So well done to those of you who have, obviously been committed to this coring and also been doing some of the assignments. So really well done. And to start off, we're going to be going back to the checklist of what we did last week. But first, one thing that I personally have been learning, particularly, I don't know any of you has had a chance to watch Tim Winkler, the Carl Eklund's, the business, the shopping annuity. I think Christine was just telling me before we got started that she was watching that. He was saying information plus application equals transformation. So guys, as I'm actually talking, if you like to add anything, please feel free to just unmute yourself or type in the group chat, so then that way we can have more interaction. Okay, because this Zoom is something that I feel is for all of us. It's not just me facilitating or like the leaders, Angie and Kevin or Mark or Christine, but it's for every single one of us because we can definitely learn from one another. So with the concept of information plus application equals transformation, what that means is when Carl Eklund talks about it in his video that I was part of the assignment this week under shopping annuity, he was saying that a lot of times when we attend events, whether it's the local seminar or convention or even calling or Zoom like what we're doing, we are given a lot of information, and I have no doubt that all of you already have had this concept. Wow, this UFO University is really like a university, isn't it? Because it's like there's a lot of information, right? But what I would like to say to you is that yes, there's a lot of information. However, it's important for us to apply the information or the knowledge, because if we don't apply, then there won't be any transformation. Because like with the basic 5, one of the things is the knowledge and attitude, and if we don't actually have the application of what we learn, then there won't be any transformation. So that is the first thing I'd like to sort of have something to start off tonight coring, because I feel since we are actually now the beginning of a new quarter, a new financial year, as well as a new quarter as well.
Rub it over your head, Tina. Put it on the table at the start.
Someone has okay. What I'd like to share is, from the 1st of July, which was yesterday, to the end of September is a new quarter. And obviously, yesterday marked the beginning of our new financial year for those of us in Australia. So what we have decided to encourage the team is to, I know that some of you have already spoken to me about your your...
Even I to university for Marcus.
Sorry, yeah. Looks like it's... Yep. Okay, Master UFO, which is the unfranchised owner, which we'll go through a little bit of that, as well as SAMM, which is Shopping Annuity Master Member. And so what I'd like to do before we start today's topic is to go through the back office so that you guys can actually see what exactly it is. And Mark is going to be sharing with us a bit later about, how we can, as a team, support one another in reaching that goal, if it is that's your goal. But obviously, for some of you who are new, it may be that you might not be ready yet, but it doesn't matter. What I would encourage you to do is to learn what it is. Then perhaps as you go, you can do as much as you can or as time allows, so don't feel pressure. But for those of us, I've got at least 4 or 5 people in this team who have already informed me that they would like to go for that goal. So what we will have a look at is unfranchised.com.au, which is our back office. Now, when you go to the unfranchised business account, you go to your My Organization, Reports, Management. And Dr. Mark is going to be, doing a Google Doc about that, which I'll let him explain how that works. But for now, for those of you who are new, you might not know what Master UFO Program or Shopping Annuity Master Member is. I'll just quickly go through it with you. For those of you who were at the local seminar last Saturday week, you would have seen Sharon explain that in the way that how she did it with her team last quarter. But let's have a look anyway. So basically, when you go through your Master UFO, you click in Management, Master and Franchise Owner Program, then basically there are altogether 10 things we need to achieve in order to reach that goal. Number 1 is to complete the shopping annuity assessment. So I know that last quarter, from April to June, we have 6 people that have done their shopping annuity assessment, which I would like to applaud you, because I have to admit that in the past, being sort of the facilitator of our group here, generally we don't actually have many people that actually complete the shopping annuity. But last quarter, I have to say I'm really, really glad that we have Mark, Heidi, Arnie, Simon, Judy, and then May also did that, so well done. But that was last quarter. So for this quarter, is July to September. That would be the first homework I would like all of you to do, is to go to your shopping annuity assessment, and then from there you'll be able to do that. That's the first thing, okay? The second thing is to have a minimum of 1,500 BV per quarter between July and September. So basically, if you need to work at it per month, because it's 1,500 per quarter, is 500 BV per month. And if you want to put it into chunk size, it would be then divided by 4 per week, is 250 BV per week. So if you can actually have a mindset that, okay, if I can actually purchase, our exclusive products, including me and my customers, 250 BV average a week, then I'll be able to reach that 1,500 per quarter. And then the other thing is 250 IBV of MA IBV, as well as partner store purchases. This is one thing that I would like to really draw your attention right now, because one thing that I learned from Auntie Ann Look last quarter was that if you are able to go to your auto ship every single month and put in 50 IBV of the MA branded IBV products, then because we've got 3 months, so it's like July, August, and September, each month, if possible, put in 50 IBV of your exclusive products. So that's already 150. Then all you need is another extra 100 IBV from your partner stores. Okay, so that's the third thing you need to be doing. And then number 4 is to sponsor at least one qualified and active unfranchised owner. So basically, you would, like in my case, I sponsored Simon and Judy in the last quarter, but you only need one for this one. And then if you were to go for the local challenge, then you need 2 people. So that's basically what we're going to be sharing today about, starting creating your possibility list, share the business, and then, invite people to be your partner. And the other criteria that is needed in order for you to be meeting your Master UFO is to do the training, NUOT, New Unfranchised Owner Training. The second one is Basic 5. The third one is Executive Coordinator Certification Training, which is ECCT. Now, in the upcoming training, as I've shared last week, we're going to be having one in August. So this is the only one that we will have, NUOT and Basic 5. So I would encourage every single one of you to attend. That will be in August, 4th of August in my house. And then 7th of September, Lily Chua will be organizing another ECCT. So I would definitely encourage, whether you're going to go for the Master UFO or not, to attend at least the NUOT and Basic 5. But for those who want to do the Master UFO, you certainly need to do the ECC as well. That's the training requirements. And then the other requirements is the ticket requirements. If you can purchase 3 tickets, that's it. And then the final one is if you can actually earn a minimum of $900 of Australian dollars of your commission. Or if you haven't reached that, you can do the Basic 5 diagnostic assessment. So if you reach either one of those, then you'll be okay to reach this. So all up, including, the 3 trainings, there are 10 different things, but otherwise there are 7 things, okay? So any question regarding this plan? I can see there is actually a question there. Heidi, won't be able to make it to ECCT. Will there be another date in the quarter? Okay, Heidi, I will check, because I know that Lily has promoted this ECCT, that there may be another one, because we've got other ECCT instructor. So I will find out for you. Remind me, okay, Heidi? But otherwise, perhaps, I don't know, Angie and Kevin might be able to come from Sydney to host it for, I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out, okay? Certainly the 7th of September is the opportunity, but if not, then we may have other leaders that will run the city at another time, okay? Oh, welcome, Diana. Good to see you here. I thought you weren't able to make it. Welcome. That's wonderful. Okay, so that's that.
Hi.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
How's your little granddaughter? Is she better now?
I guess she's much better now. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, wonderful. So let me just share. So any questions so far regarding the Master UFO program? Okay, that's good. All right, so that's that. And then the 90-day bliss was what was one of the homework for last week, where we talked about encouraging, all of you to actually start doing your dream board and share about your favorite product, your 2-minute commercial, and also share about what is shop.com and what is shopping annuity when people ask you. So maybe we'll just spend the next 5 minutes or so for maybe a couple of volunteers within this group who have been able to do any one of these things. Is there anyone who have had a chance to do any one of these things, whether it's a dream board or think about who is your favorite product, etc., etc.? If you have, then if you can just either type in the chat bar or if you can, oh, sorry guys, I just received a message from Aurora. Is Aurora here? She's saying that she hasn't got the link. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here. So you found your link, yeah? You found the link.
Yes, thanks.
Good. Okay. All right, so anyone on this group has done this homework? Okay, if I go through each of them, if you've done any of them, then perhaps you can share. Is there anyone on this group has a dream board? apart from Kitty Chang? I've got a dream board.
I've got a dream. I call it my vision board.
Same thing. Okay, so share with us. What have you got in there, Aurora? Or if you can even, if you don't mind sharing that, if you can show your video and show that vision board.
Yeah, no, I've got it in a box because when I moved, but all I have there, because I did a workshop.
Yes.
Was it's family time. I have family in a beach.
Family in a beach. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So like sunset, and I can picture it like I have a resort, wellness. I'm doing yoga, and what else? I had books because I know I'm gonna be studying. And I have like friends around me. I know I cut up this group of friends that we are all like having wine and we're toasting. And I have a house there with like white furnitures, and it's like a duplex facing the beach again. So
sounds good. So even though you haven't got that vision board in front of you, you already in your mind and remember what's in there, right? That's great.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you for sharing, Aurora. Now, one thing though, we've been always told if you can have that dream board or vision board in front of you, that you can see it and visualize it, will be even more powerful. So I know that you're coming to Melbourne soon, but if you can at all, take that vision board out of the box and put it there where you can see regularly. Then maybe even take a picture and share in our Facebook group. I'll share mine. Okay, good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so the second thing, so for anyone has a favorite product, I can see Annie, thank you for sharing. She says she loves all the products, especially the cocktail mix. Yeah, I know you love it. I love your Facebook post today where your lovely hubby Richmond did the cocktail for you, and you were drinking it so beautiful. So I'm glad you love the cocktail. Me too. I can't go a day without the cocktail. Awesome. And Simon said obviously his favorite product is TLS. Of course, he's my TLS lovely student, and he's getting used to using the shampoo and conditioner Rose Bar as well. And Simon also began using the deodorant as well. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Because last week when we were talking about the shopping annuity premium, Angie and Kevin were talking about the toothpaste, and then we talked about the shaving cream. And I was asking Simon, I remember you had something from the premium, and that was the deodorant. That's good. And I'm glad you love the TLS just as I do. And Heidi said her favorite product is the volcanic mask. Yeah, me too. The volcanic mask is something so lovely because you have a mask and at the same time you have exfoliation, so 2-in-1, and all the TLS stuff. Wendy, okay, Motives Mineral Foundation, Lip Shine Vitamin B Complex. Awesome, awesome, because I know that the mineral foundation is something that I love, because out of all the foundation, because it's got mineral and also it actually really puts into your skin and mix it with a lot of the antioxidants as well. And vitamin B complex, certainly, it helps us with our mood and help us with our nervous system. So thank you, Annie, Simon, Heidi, and Wendy for sharing. Really appreciate it. Okay, well, maybe we can have one person to share about your 2-minute commercial, if I can have a volunteer. So I say to you, what is it that you do with this shop.com thing? How would you answer them? Any volunteer?
I've got, I'll volunteer. Mark,
Thank you, Dr. Mark.
Yeah, so whenever I want to talk about shop.com, I actually ask the person whether they know what Amazon is.
Oh, yes.
And see whether they understand what that is.
Yep.
And then it then leads into the top rankings. And Amazon is #1 in the world, and shop.com is number 36.
Okay.
And then that then leads into more questions from them about, what is it and what do you sell and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, that's a good way to go about it. Yeah, because always like asking question and sort of like like tennis, they say, like, you ask a question, you answer, you ask a question, you answer, sort of like, yeah, I like that. Thank you for sharing. And I mean, a typical answer that a lot of people use is, oh, I'm actually doing a business, an online business, like Auntie Anne last week said, I'm doing an online business, and that helps us to convert spending into earning, called shopping annuity. Like, you can use whatever theme that you like, and Amazon is certainly one good one because it's really easily relatable. Fantastic. What about shopping annuity? Because that's obviously an important concept that we need to be helping others understand what it is. So is there anyone here that can share, volunteer? If people were to ask you, what is shopping annuity? How would you explain it? Can someone from this group explain? Yes, please.
Hi. Yeah.
Wendy. Yep.
Converting your spending into earning. So taking the money that you spend already and putting it into, in converting it into earning.
That's right. Yeah, it's just as simple as that. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, shopping annuity equals converting spending into earning. And obviously people might want to know how. Then you can then show them your shop, your au.shop.com, and then say, okay, everything that you purchase, there is, either a cashback or business internet business volume or business volume that you can convert into spending. So that's right. Well done, Wendy. Everyone, I'm really so proud of you that you've been able to, explain all these concepts. And again, all these things that we talk about with the 90-day bliss, whether it's dream board, your favorite products, your 2-minute commercial, what's shop.com or shopping annuity, have to be shared consistently, in any 90-day period within the time that we would like to go for, whatever it is. Yeah. So Heidi said, can you tell us where to find a guideline to develop our dream board again? Well, basically, it's very simple. Whatever that you wanted to achieve, you go find different magazines or online pictures and then download them and either print them out and put into a real board, or you can do an online one. So there isn't really a guideline as such, but if you like, I can send you my Pinterest. I'll send you a Pinterest that shows, different dream board or vision board. But one thing that topics to consider would be things that you would like to have, like family. So just ask yourself this question: if money and time were no issue at all, you have all the time, all the money, time freedom, financial freedom, how would you be using your time and your money? And these would be the things that you would like to have. Like Aurora said just now, I would like to have a beach house. I would like to have holidays. I'd like to spend a lot of time with my family. I'd love to travel, these different kinds of things, or what kind of houses, what kind of material things. It doesn't have to be a material things. Like for me, I actually have mission and vision. Like I see, going to mission field and then support orphanage and support, like I have 3 centers. So I visualize in my vision board 3 centers. First center, pay off my mortgage. Then second center, obviously retire my husband, and then we can spend quality time together. And also help mission or charity, right? Church. And then the other center can be to support people that are in need, so stuff like that. So yeah, these are the different kinds of things. But yeah, there is, like Aurora said, an app that you can search for called Vision Board, or if you even just Google it, Heidi, and type in Dream Board or Vision Board, there should be a lot of food for thoughts and topics for you to consider. Okay, great. All right, so let's go through some other things. Okay, so out of the different videos and audios that we had as part of the homework from last week, whether it's the 90-day bliss or JR's, prospecting, recruiting, sponsoring, or talking in themes, or shopping annuity recruiting, or shopping, market trial size marketing. Has any one of you watched any of the videos or listen to the audio from your UF unfranchised media, where you can share between 1 to 3 points, maybe just 1 or 2 people who can give us a bit of sharing, or you can just type it in the chat bar or share with us. Anyone? You watched Andrew, Annie. Okay, Andrew. Which Andrew? I've forgotten. What was the topic about, Annie? If you want to type. Oh, Andrew Wiseman, of course, of course. What did he talk about, Annie? Remind me. Oh yeah, talking in themes. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, talking in themes is a very, very important thing that we can learn in order. Yeah, okay, Annie, go for it.
Yeah, it's just, it was a good way for me to learn about the language in the business in shop.com, what to listen for and how to talk to people. And it's also stop trying to convince people, pulling people in and forcing it on them, and just make it a natural conversation. One of the things that I really got out of it was it's really a people business. It's really listening to individuals. It's listening to what's happening in their lives, what's the complaint, what's their wish, what's stopping them from joining the business. And it's talking about, you know, scheduling a time if it's not suitable for them to continue talking at that moment, is just getting them to schedule a time with you that's suitable for them. And it's talking about also you sharing your own testimony and what's good about the business. What is it that I signed up for and what I got out of it. So it's kind of making my mindset, readjusting it to shop.com instead of what I've learned from other businesses. So that's something that I'm learning more about, the language, like the upline business partners, and talking about the 5 fundamental of the business systems. So I'm getting to know a bit more than I have these past couple of weeks. I mean, some of the, you know, acronyms I'm still trying to get used to, like IPV and MAIPV. Still getting my head around that, but eventually with, I guess, with the weekly training and the homework, I will get to understand it a bit more. But I think overall, I thoroughly enjoyed his video, because as a brand new business owner coming in, I need to learn the language. I need to be comfortable with speaking to people, and it's okay to make mistakes, because we can just keep learning as a team. So yeah, that was what that one.
That's awesome. Yes. In fact, what Dr. Ma was talking about, using Amazon as a way to talk to people about what is actually talking in themes as well, because as you talk to people about, you know, internet marketing and Amazon as a way to describe unfranchised, whatever. Yeah. So that's a really good one. Yeah, that's fantastic, Annie. And Aurora said that she likes the way it was explained on what to say when people have questions and objections. Yeah, that's right. Because when people have questions, then you can actually explain using a theme to help them understand. So definitely a great video to watch or audio to listen to. Andrew Wiseman's talking in theme. So yep, great. Okay, so then the next thing that I'd like to share is tonight's topic. Okay, let's just go to, okay, let me just have a look. A recap. Now, before we do that, can I ask how many of you have had a chance to do your shopping list or your home shopping list? Anyone? Either yourself or you've been able to invite, you know, either your guests or your customers to do the home shopping list, or the online shop advisor? I think, Heidi, you've done it, haven't you, when you had your launch, you know, your business launch, where you gave some of your business partners, I mean, not business partners, your guests, to do the home shopping list. What has been your experience with that?
Some of the my friend is quite funny because they are very simple people. They hardly like one of my guy friend. He couldn't even take a thing except for just snap products.
Right.
You know, the home products, and so well, he couldn't get. I mean, it's quite a weird. My friend seems to be a little bit odd. And then I think I think a lot of them do find that they're not. Some of them, they're too smart somehow. They are actually thinking that I'm conning them into it. Something.
You mean when you were asking them to do the home shopping list? Or
Yes, they sort of know, are you trying to get me into something? Then half-heartedly feel it in, and not seriously taking me seriously. But then I did it myself as well. I tried to do all the tickings, and I have to admit I've got a lot of things on that list that I'm already using, and then I'm converting. I'm trying to slowly, since then I've tried to slowly move from my old products into the shop's product.
Yeah.
So if I enjoy it, I'll continue to use them. If I don't enjoy it, I will just go back to what I originally had, and then maybe find an alternative.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try them all first before I actually say that I really love it. But so far, nothing is going back. Most of the things that I bought, I'm continuing.
Yeah, and also because of all the partner stores that we have, you can always, even if you need to, use things that are perhaps not the exclusive products, you can always buy from your partner stores. Yeah. And Annie said she did it for herself as well, and nearly all the products which she used at home, and loved the shampoo, conditioner, and the body wash. Yeah, that's right. And I think you're not the only one, Annie, and I think May was saying the same thing with the shampoo, particularly the shower gel, right, May? You love it, right? Because of the Royal Spa with the botanicals. You like that too. So I remember both of you, Annie and May, were saying that. And yeah, right?
Yes. Yes. I really like the shampoo. It smells really good. And I've tried the liquid foundation.
The liquid foundation, yes.
Yeah. I really like the color on my skin. Fantastic. So it looks really natural.
Yes, definitely. That's why Wendy was saying she loves it, and me too, because I've tried different types of foundation in the past, and I can get rashes very easily. Very, very sensitive. But with this mineral foundation, it's not only natural, it gives you that glow and also antioxidants to feed your skin, and it won't be, because some of the other foundation that are in the market can actually eat up your skin. Is not nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you
well, I put on today, and then everyone say I look so radiant. I say, oh, thank you.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, even just the mineral foundation alone, you don't really need to put a lot of colors. If you want it to be like, simple.
Christine, I think I saw your message. I use this one.
What color is that? Can you read it out? I think it's not
tender beige.
Yeah, tender beige, Christine. Yeah. And I use cream beige. I love cream beige, but yeah, different colors obviously. But tender beige is also quite popular one. But I mean, depending on your color, and that's why if you have extra, you can actually color match with your friends, as well. So yeah.
And I think one day I want to do a session like a makeup party.
We do have one coming up, which is, if you have a look at the schedule of the calendar that we have one coming up, I think end of August, something like that.
End of August.
But I think Christine and I are planning to do one with skincare first, but then I think, Christine, right? You're planning, once you get the whole kit, maybe we can do something with the team, yeah?
Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. Okay. And Aurora has sent a photo of her vision board. Yeah, love it. If you can actually put it onto our Facebook group, Aurora, you know, the group with UFO University and accountability.
Oh, yeah, I'll post it then.
I love it. She's just
I
sent
found it.
positive line,
Yeah.
positive vibes, positive
Yeah.
light. I love it. Oh, can you all see hers? Can you see it? I love that. Thank you for sharing. Okay, great. Okay, so I would like to perhaps ask Angie and Kevin, because I know that Angie, you are very good with using the shopping list. Yeah, you use it quite often, don't you? You were sharing with us. Would you mind giving us some tip on how to use it to our advantage?
Okay, yeah, it's Angie here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have to start using it for ourselves first.
For ourselves.
And
Yeah.
what I do is, I know sometimes you can't just pull it out of your bag. I find that the easiest way that I've used that is a lot easier, I mean, much easier to use and not so confusing besides myself, is your own family, whether they are your brothers, sisters, auntie, uncles, and neighbors. So what I've normally do is, first of all, you got to be quite open that, you know, depends on how you approach. You got to know the personality. And if it is my own relative, I normally, this is dated many years ago, I would normally say that, you know, I've started a new online business and we have amazing product. So I say that if we would like your support, but, you know, is it okay if you share with us what are the brand that you're using? And I don't start with nowhere, because if you start, you expect them to do the whole range is too much.
Yes.
I like to start with shampoos and cleaning product. I find that these are the two easiest ones, because they are an everyday thing and people don't find it as though it's like, oh, why suddenly you ask me what supplement I'm taking, or why suddenly you ask me what foundation I'm using. So it's a very general household item. Yeah, so I find that is how. But if someone tells me that they're not feeling well, they always have allergy, then obviously it is a totally different thing, you know. So using the home shopping list is more a very general, and you can explain to them, like if it is the snack product, always remember to share with them that ours is really environmental friendly.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's because I'm speaking from my own experience. When I first came here 30 years ago, when I do housework, I buy products from Coles and Woolworths. It really dry up my skin, and in winter it's so terrible. My skin peels. But once you start using the snack range, even without gloves, it doesn't hurt you at all. And like our kitchen, the dishwashing liquid, it has got aloe vera in it. So you need, and I agree, I know that there's a lot of things we can do, but I certainly think that we should do a small 10-15 minutes. I think it's only like 20 minutes coring. Kevin did before with some of the more, I think the other UFO, just on the snack product. So that is really, really good.
Yeah, I agree, because these are the things that everyone would use anyway, whether, you know, men or women, right? So that's a good way to go about it. And the other thing, I really like how you taught us, it's not so much about just giving them the home shopping list and try and, like what Heidi's friend might think, con them into using the products, but to actually ask them to help. So instead of like getting them to buy, our motives is our I suppose where we're coming from is, can you please give me some support by doing this shopping list? Let me know what sort of things you're buying, so that I know more about, you know, the market or something along that line. I think that's a great way to go.
Yes, or you can even just say that, look, you know, because it's a new business and I'm evaluating my products and I need your help to also help me evaluate, let's say to evaluate my shampoo, or you can just pick something, evaluate my body shower gel, or evaluate my dishwashing liquid, or my washing detergent, you know. So think of something along the line. I find that using the word help makes a lot of difference. People like to feel that they're able to help you.
Sure, especially if they're your friends and family, rather than trying to sell them something. asking them to evaluate it and to help. So that's why the sampling system, which is the what's that called? Trial size marketing comes from that understanding as well. Asking people to trial us, yeah. And I remember Heidi when she had her product preview that day. Remember, Heidi, you gave them a little bit of the different samples as well, and I think that was a really good way to go about it.
Yeah, the Snap product, you can actually do trial size marketing with the Snap product. You can go and get those little bottles. I understand that long term, the Snap product, just within ourselves, all right, all the products are great. Snap product and shower gel is not going to bring us a long way in terms of BV from a business point of view, but I find that they are great door openers.
Yes, yes.
You know, because it's the easier way to approach your own relatives or neighbors with general product, like, because they all wash clothes, they all clean their toilets, they all wash their hair. So I always, especially,
I love that word, door opener. I was thinking about that word when I was talking to May's mom, because Heidi and May and I were actually sharing with May's mom on Sunday about the business, and May's mom was talking about a catalyst, using flight tickets as a catalyst, as a door opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually the same thing. Remember, May? You didn't know the word catalyst now? Door opener is
yes, that's right. That's right.
And so if we don't use fly is a good one, but that's actually IBV. But in terms of our BV products, like Auntie Angie said, that this is a good one, because if you use Snap or the shampoo or the shower gel, that is also a good door opener. Or even just lipsticks, or like, you know, the foundation. There's so many things that are great door opener. Yeah.
I think I've just messaged something. It's a matter of like educating people that now we all have the opportunity to make our spending into savings.
Savings and earning, that's right, that's right.
Yeah,
and so Angie said we also have the illuminating liquid foundation range. Yes, that's right. I normally use the mineral one. Do you find, Angie, that the illuminating liquid foundation is also very good?
Oh no, the reason why I pointed out is because when we first came out, it was just the standard one, and the illuminating probably is not so good because a lot of us Asian skins, we have either T-zone or oily skin.
Right.
But illuminating is very good for people who got dry skin.
Oh,
yeah. It's not oily, but it's a little bit. But I find that if people who have, but I tried both. I find that if you still have, even at my age, I still tend to have a bit of a T-zone in summer.
Yeah, me too.
So the illuminating sometimes doesn't really work the best because it gives you that shine.
Yes.
You know, but if you know that someone has got very dry skin, then the illuminating range, I find that it does help. But then the only setback was when we first didn't have the illuminating, and then they moved into the range. The names like tender beige, cream beige, sands, they changed the name. So a lot of UFO were very upset.
Oh, I see.
So I managed to write to the product department, and they actually came up with the equivalent.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll try to post it on the UFO, because in case you come across price that is more suitable to have illuminating, you may need to have the equivalent. Or maybe let's say yourself, like May, you try the tender beige. If at some stage you want to try the illuminating, you need to know the equivalent of tender beige.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know, because obviously for me, because I've been using the mineral liquid foundation for years, and I've been using it for so long and loving it, I don't even consider the illuminating. But knowing this is good, because then if I've got a potential customer that has a dry skin, then I can suggest that. So thank you.
Okay, I don't know whether you're aware. It looks exactly the same. It's still
I'm not aware. No,
it's still the liquid mineral foundation.
Right.
They just had the word illuminating in front of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it looks the same. So just to share with you, what I've done is in winter, because I don't use straight tender beige, because probably I'm not as fair as May. So I find that tender beige is too fair for me.
Yep.
For my skin, because I got yellow undertone. So I use tender beige with
Cream beige, yeah?
No.
No.
Cream beige is even fairer for me. I use standard beige with
Okay.
vanilla.
Oh, vanilla. Okay.
Yes.
Yep, that's your
Yes,
color.
I mix them. You know that you can mix and match, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, yes.
So I did that. But what I tried is I bought equivalent of the illuminating equivalent of the vanilla.
Okay, okay.
Which is sand, S-A-N-D.
Sand.
So you can mix one illuminating with one normal, like the tender beige, which is the non-illuminating. So when you mix it, then it did give me a very a good spread. It's not too shining and yet it's not a bit too dry. Because so it depends. You sometimes got to do try and error. When I say try, wrong choice of word. What I mean is that you need to try so that you know yourself how different is it, so that when you are recommending to your customers, you know what to recommend.
That's right. Yeah, and color matching obviously as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
thank you.
yeah. Okay.
And so May here is also saying that basically educating people to know that now we have the opportunity to convert our spending into savings or earnings rather than keep spending traditionally at shops that is not recoverable expense. Well said, May. Really, really good. And Simon said, agree with the trial size marketing. I find by doing that with other network marketing companies, they didn't really do that. They just made me buy products I didn't use. And as a result, I threw out expired items such as vitamins. Yeah. So trial size marketing definitely is the way to go. And I encourage each and every single one of you to start doing that, because it's certainly an amazing way to increase your share of customer. And particularly a lot of the global products like the isotonics, daily essential packets, the trim tea, trim cafe, those little sachets, or even like Angie said, if you buy, from $2 shop, the little bottles, you can actually put some of the isotonics or the snap cleaning products into little samples for people to try. So that's right. We can all do that. And Christine says that I think you can say it gives the dewy look that many people look for now. Mixing would be a great idea. Yeah, it's not easy to do, but I find that is sort of something that needs to be practiced. Christine, maybe you can teach me how to do that dewy look, because I normally just like put one color. Yeah, and maybe in one of our workshops, Christine, you can teach us the dewy look. I think you do a good job in that. I remember, did you do that when we went to Sydney, yeah? When you put your makeup for that gala, you had that dewy look. Anyway, that's great. Angie, Wendy said, I'll consider that. Yeah, so Wendy is considering using the illuminating. Yep, good. Because I suppose Wendy may have a little bit drier skin, yeah? And so great tips, Angie. Thank you for that. And Aurora says she uses the 10 years younger makeup setting spray. Yeah, definitely. That's to be used all the time. Whenever you actually apply a full makeup, use the 10 years setting spray. It will actually keep your makeup for the whole day, and it helps in the hot weather as well. And I've had a lot of different testimonies that I've heard. One of our business partners, Christy, who is a makeup expert, and she said that she's done a lot of makeup for brides, and so the whole day after using the 10-year younger makeup setting spray, they can be kept for like the whole day. Doesn't even have to do a lot of touch up from the evening. So Aurora, especially in Pubara, where you are, is a bit dry, right? Or is that hot?
And the small bottle lasts for months.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And you also love the Motives eyeshadow, obviously.
Yes.
I know that your daughter also loves it. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So I've ordered one for her friend as well.
Yeah.
For her 18th birthday, for 90th birthday.
Oh, good on you. Yeah. All right then. Thank you.
Kitty, just to interrupt, most of you may already know, because Sarah talked about eyeshadow. Always when you're next doing the motif, remember to, I think it's among the top 10, the eye base. One of the newer UFO that are not aware, do invest in the eye base. It makes a world of difference to how your eyeshadow looks.
Definitely. The reason being, if you put the eye base before you put the eyeshadow can be kept a lot longer. Whereas
Okay.
if you just put the eyeshadow, the colors are not as apparent.
Or like
Not as
like
big as well.
Yes.
like a primer, Angie.
Similar like a
Yes,
primer.
that's right. That's right.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And okay, and then maybe another 2 minutes if we can get Vera and Diana to share as well, because I know that Vera and Diana are great at using different products. I know, Vera, you're great at Pentexo. Why don't you share with us? She looks so young because she's been using Pentexo, but she's, yeah, amazing.
Yes, Pentexo is my must. I use it morning and night, and it's the first step I use after the toner. No, normally with a toner, and then I may use a serum.
Yes,
One serum I love very much is the Lumiere Fading Fluid.
Yes.
That's really gives the skin a glow. And on top of that, then I use the Pentexo.
Yes.
It gives an even tone to your skin, and after use, and everybody's asking me, how is it your skin looks so smooth? You know, now that I find that I do not even need to put in any foundation.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the basic skincare, and the last after the Pentexo, then I use the Lumiere Rejuvenating Cream, followed by the what you call this, the sunblock.
So sunblock, yeah.
Yes, I think Australia, I do not know whether you can get the sunblock, but I use a cellular lab sunblock.
In global we can, not in Australia.
Yes, you get it from global, and I use that, a sunblock, and that's it. So quite often, unless I have something that I have to attend, then I use a foundation. In fact, now most of the time I don't even use the foundation. I got quite an even skin, quite even tone.
So the Pentexo is the bomb.
It is great, and I use it even around my eyes. You know how we use eye cream?
Yes.
The eye for the wrinkles. It's fantastic for wrinkles.
Yeah, my mom is saying that, because I think you were the one who told me that you actually put it around your eye, and your eye looks amazing.
And then massage it in around the eyes, and if you want something richer, then you on top of that you put again another layer of your eye cream. Yes, because it's quite firming too. So yeah, the Pentexo is great. Yeah,
my mom has started to use it for quite a few, like two tubes already, and she's been using that around her eyes, and it's very obvious that her eyes are a lot better. You can see that.
And it is quite a large tube. That tube lasts a long time. And I become quite liberal with it over my neck, even on my elbows and stuff like that. Everywhere I use the Pentexo. It's a wonderful product.
Yay! Thanks for sharing,
yes.
Vera. Okay. What about Diana? What's your favorite?
Well, I have 2 or 3 products with this. I love it. I love the OPC Beauty Blend.
OPC Beauty Blend,
yes. Beauty Blend, the mineral foundation.
Yes.
Okay, and the Lumiere Rejuvenating Cream.
Rejuvenating Cream.
One. Yes. So a lot of people were telling me, "Wow, you get very good skin and all things."
Yep.
So I think over time, I sort of, sometimes on Facebook they bring you back to 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you know. So I look at myself and say, "Hey, it looks better than even those."
Even younger than before, because
looks better, you know. So I mean, recently that they show me 6 years ago, I said, "Wow, that's good, that's great." So a lot of people have been telling me, but I also realized the fish oil, when you take as you take it every day, it really helps the skin, beautiful skin.
Fantastic.
Fish oil, yes.
Yeah, fish oil, yeah. Great, thanks for sharing. And Angie also said Lumiere Fading Fluid Serum works very well with the super cream as well. Yeah, so if anyone has sort of different types of like redness and darkness, or different uneven color and pigmentation, you can actually use both of them. All right, then thank you so much everyone for your share, and for sharing your favorite product and or products. So now let me just do the this week's presentation, which is about creating possibility list. Aurora, you can see my screen, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I can get you guys to actually bring either a piece of paper or on your note, like on your phone, because this requires some sort of exercise as we go through this for you to start doing your possibility list, okay? So if you can do that. So basically, in order for us to create possibility list, we would like every single one of us, especially the new business partners, to start off with 60 to 300 names, people that you know, in your first, or it says 10 days here, but like as soon as possible. So how many of you can say to me, well, I have 60 to 300 names already written down that I'm ready to go out to share with? You don't have to tell me here, but what I would encourage you to do is to really list down these people, a possibility list. So where do you find these people? Well, number one is your address book. If you go to your, email, like whether it's Gmail or your Hotmail, whatever email that you use, in your address book, you definitely would have that many names, right? And then your contact phone on your phone, from A to Z, definitely you would have a lot of names as well. On your Facebook, an average, a person would have at least 500 people on their Facebook. If some have more, some have less, but from your Facebook list or other social media list. So what I'd like you to do is to go through these different areas to find out, you don't have to be prejudging who will be good, who won't be good, but just name them into, a notebook or in a list. So what you need to do then is to write down and have a list of all of your contacts in one location, whether it's a notebook, whether it's a paper, a sheet of paper, or actually on your notepad, on your computer, it doesn't matter. And what you will need to do once you actually list out all this 60 plus up to 300, the more the better, then what you need to do is to consider your name list, whether they're your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, church members, fellow employees, club members, past associates or friends or schoolmates, Christmas card list, wedding invitation list if you're married, those you went to school with, or anyone that you admire, right? So all of these people that you know of, write them down in one location. And then once you've written them down, then we will discuss about, having a top 10 out of all the 300 people, let's say, and then go through the different approaches. Now, how do you approach people, whether it's through three-way call, like let's say with May and Heidi and myself, we actually, did this three-way Zoom with May's mom, that's one way. Or if you have a CD or DVD or a video, YouTube, you can send it to them. Or number three, you can share with them the product first if they are someone that needs certain product, or direct approach by saying them, I think, do you keep your business option open? Do you want to earn extra money? So that's direct. Or number four is a way that, you can actually get them to evaluate or refer people to you. So these are some of the ways that you can actually put together and create a list of possibilities. And so when you develop this possibility list, what you're thinking about in the beginning is to look at how to match people to products and then products to people. Out of these people, then you highlight the top 10. Now, this possibilities list is actually in your Getting Started guide. So I would definitely encourage you to at least do this at a bare minimum. And then out of these people, find the top 10 that you can actually match them to the products. So that is from the product approach. Then your Facebook friends list, as we mentioned, are fantastic because you know them and you can start up not directly, talking to them about the products or the business, but to reconnect with some of them and then, invite them to different events or other social network. So one way that is really good in terms of helping you to create your possibilities list is to think of the name, the word STEAM, S-T-E-A-M. S stands for people that are in sales, they are small business owner or self-employed people, which if you have a look at the cash flow quadrant, those of you who've been through the cash flow quadrant, they are on the right hand, at the top, at the left hand bottom quadrant. These are the people that are already business owner. And then T are the people that are either teachers, trainers, coaches, or nurses, because these are the people that have already the ability to teach others already, because our business requires, you know, some form of training. So if they are in this category, they will be quite qualified. And then number 3, E stands for entrepreneurs, or people that are experienced in other companies like direct sales or networking. And then A stands for people with good attitude, which is really the number 1 of our basic 5. People that are people magnets, they love people and they're well connected, they're influencers and they know many people. These are great people to approach as well. Then M stands for money, and people that have money, or people that are working towards having money. Because people who have money, they would be great they would be great people to be, you know, serving them with our products, or if they want to even have an alternative way to earn more money, or people who want to, you know, have more financial freedom or time freedom as well. So these word STEAM actually helps you to think about people that you know that are under each of these category. Okay, now what I'd like to do now is do a little bit, like say 5 minutes of exercise with you guys, okay? I'm going to be getting you all to either have a piece of paper or a notebook or like a notepad on a computer where you can actually type or write names as I talk about a certain category, which I call it memory yoga, which is actually from someone who is a network marketing professional called Eric Worre. And when we did this training with, I've got my note here, with Charlie Bear and Jim Winkler with the Master Business Building Workshop, this is what we did. So as I talk about these different categories, straight away, when you think about them, don't prejudge, write down the names, okay? So number 1, the type of context, you write down the name. Who do you know that are health professionals? They're either doctors, nurses, chiropractors, people that are practitioners. Write 1, 2, 3 names, minimum 1, but if you know more than 1, write that down. So I give you like 10 seconds in each category. Health professionals, if you can think of any, just write down the names or put into your notepad, okay? Number 2, teachers, trainers, or coaches. People that you know that are teachers, trainers, or coaches. Okay, then the 3rd category, people that you know that take supplements, vitamins, or they are, you know, interested in improving their health. People that take supplements, vitamins, or people that are interested in improving their health. Okay, the next category, people that you know that go to gyms or they like exercising and they want to be fit. People that go to gym, exercises, or they want to be fit. Okay, next category, people that you know that love makeup, they love to be beautiful, they love to have good skincare. People who love makeup, they love to be beautiful. Okay. Next category, people who are in sales or marketing. People that you know that are in sales or marketing. Okay, then the next category, people that are in management. So they are, you know, either CEOs, managers, or people that have others that work for them or with them. So whether it's in corporate or in business, people in management. Okay. The next category is people that you know that are single moms or single dads. Okay, next category, people that you know that have young children or young grandchildren. Okay, and the next category, people that you know that have tried different types of weight loss programs. People that have tried different weight loss programs. And next one, people that you know that own a business or they're entrepreneurs. People that own a business, whether it's retail, corporate, or like, you know, other type of businesses. Okay, next, people that you know that do nails or hairs or hairdresser or nail beauticians and people like that. Or people that you go to help you with your hair, that to help you with your nails. Finally, people that you really admire, but perhaps scared to talk to about the business. Write it down anyway. People that you admire, but maybe scared to talk to them about the business. Okay, that's it. So if I was to ask you, everyone, to type in the group chat, how many people you've written on your list over there? Just type in the number. When I did it, I had about 42. I had 42. That was what I had when I did it with Jim and 42, Christine. Gosh, exactly the same. My goodness. Who else? 29, Heidi. Yes. Christine did it in the next spread. Excel spreadsheet. Good one. Wow. 44, Aurora. Well done. Excel is a good way to do it. Yep. Simon has 6. Okay. As you think more about it, there would be more. Like at the moment, maybe you don't, you still like, oh, you know, I can't think of any right now, but you will have more that can come to your mind. That's why this week's big homework is doing that thing, which is what we call memory jogger. May 15, yeah, Christine tried to be non-judgmental, which is so important, because if you think of someone and say, oh, this one won't be joining me, this one won't be using my products, then you know, saying that they won't, then you're being judgmental, then it's not the way to go. You have to be writing down everyone that you can think about. Wendy, 26, well done, good job, good job. Okay, good, fantastic. All right, so that's what we've done in such a short time, like, you know, only say, 10 minutes that we've done this, we already have anywhere between 6 to 44 people. So can you imagine if we actually sit down for an hour in the coming week, you would have maybe even more. So up until now, if I show you, this is my book. When I did it, where that was back in 27th of April, if you can see my screen, 27th of April, I have 42, exactly the same as Christine. And then now, since then, I've been doing, 1032 or 312, which has been a homework that I've been doing with my accountability group with Cal Eklund for a long time. I've got more than 600 people. Can you see? More than 600. So all of these people can be all of your business partners or contribute to your BV. So that's why every single one of us, even if we only have 10 to 15 customers, 2 business partners, you don't have to have 100 or 300 or 600 like I have. But, you know, even with start off, you know, we say, you know, 30 to 60 to 300. That's good, you know. All right. So finally, what I'd like to share with you is this very important document, which I will be posting. Okay, I've got a message here. Put her down, May, non-judgmental. I have someone in mind, but she seems to be having everything and kind of retired. No, put her down, put her down, because people who are retired, like, you know, can be people that want to be doing extra thing. They might not need the money, but then they might find this business fun, you know, so put them down, every single one. Don't judge. That's the main thing. Okay, so before I finish this presentation, I just quickly draw your attention again to go to the shopping annuity assessment, which is actually at your back office under, as you can see in front of you, that your back office, my account, and then shopping annuity assessment. Because today is already July, which is the quarter, you need to do it. So every single one, the first homework for this week is do your new quarter shopping annuity assessment. Okay, so that's that. And then let me go and share another thing which is important that I will be, oh, what is, I can't close this. Okay, let me just close this PowerPoint and share with you, oops, okay. Okay, so this is, can you see? Yeah, the ultimate memory jogger. Right? So the ultimate memory jogger is something that I'm going to be sending to all of you, which is basically the exercise that you can do, spend about an hour. Just now we spent only about like 10 minutes. Each of you has more than average, about like 30 to 60 people already. But if you go through this memory jogger, this is by networkmarketingpro.com, Eric Worre, that tells you, these are the different things that you can think about, different steps to follow. So this is the main homework that you need to do. If you scroll down, it's quite intensive. If you have time, go through every single part. If you don't, what I would recommend is come to page 5 here, which is memory jogger. The easy memory jogger will help you create your initial list. Think about the members of your own family, the list you already have, who are my architect, bus driver, and all of this. So just go through this page if you're busy, but if you're not busy, then go through the whole document because there are a lot of golden nuggets in there. All right, and then the other thing that is also important, as we've shared in the beginning of my PowerPoint, is STEAM, S-T-E-A-M, people that are, in sales, self-employed, teacher, trainer, E, entrepreneur, experience in network marketing, A, with good attitude, people magnet, they have a lot of people that they know, and M is money, okay? So all of this, I will put that into our files in the Facebook group. So all of this will actually prompt you, that's why it's called memory jogger, to prompt you to be able to find your list. Yeah, so this is just the homework to start off before we start next week to approach people with our business or our, oh, I'm sorry, I think I've just got out of the note there. Sorry, just give me a moment, I'll get back to it. Any question in regards to the memory jogger or the possibility list? So the next thing, after doing, obviously you guys have the names that are in front of you right now. What I'd like you to do is, out of all the people, find the top 10. So who are the top 10? Top 10 are the people that you think either are good to match them with your products, or they are open to business opportunity. And so that way you'll be able to find out the different approaches to help them. Yeah. And if, let's say in the case of Simon, you only have 6 people, that is really not enough, then we have to sit down. I'll sit down with you and think of, I mean, seriously, if you look at your Facebook contact or your phone contact, there's definitely a lot more than 6, right? Okay, so that's basically how we can go about it.
Kitty, I've got a question.
Sure.
In one of the videos, I think it's the putting the puzzle together video, he mentioned something about a momentum list.
Yep.
Is there one that we can like, or is that, am I moving too fast? Is that?
No, you're moving too slow. Because in our week 1, I've already talked about that.
I was there? Okay, because I didn't finish all the videos in week 1. Sorry.
No, it's not video. It's when I share at the Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go back to it so you can see. You're not the only one, though. Most of the people in the group haven't started with that. So it's important if you want to get started with that to do it like the momentum sheet. Okay, so where it is,
yeah.
Weekly mode sheet. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So click there. And what you do is to put down the names of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. The thing about the starting for most of us is you don't need to start right here, but to have those, you know, 60 plus 300 name, you know. So once you've done all that and reach out to the top 10, then you go about doing the momentum, because you already have a big list before you go through them. Because if you listen to Jim, he was talking about in the beginning, he in fact was planning to reach out to all the 300 people within the first year. He didn't take all the names down, but then he was able to, in 6 months, become a supervising coordinator on it, like really quickly. So yeah. But good question, Aurora. So yeah, the momentum sheet is definitely for you guys. Take a look in the UFO University and Accountability. Click File. Below that, I've got a lot of different files with the each week's homework. So if you're running behind, you can always go back to week 1, or you can go back to whatever, you know, that you haven't done. That's okay. Be assured that don't feel pressured or stressed if you haven't done a lot of the things there, because this is basically something that may be a little bit much for some of you. If you haven't got, let's say, you know, 15 to 20 hours a week, maybe only 8 hours a week, then just do the top thing that I post like in this week, each week. Yeah. Okay, good. Yes, that's the one. You got it, Aurora. Well done. Okay, so
actually printed it.
Good girl. Yep, you can actually start doing that then. The other thing is with the assignment, this week I will post it again on the UFO University and Accountability Facebook group, but also email it to you. As I mentioned, do as much as you can. If you only can do one thing, I would ask you to do the very first thing here, to complete your shopping annuity assessment, and also to complete the ultimate memory jogger, which is basically your possibility list. Yeah, and as soon as you reach about 300, you can stop. Then look at the name list and find the top 10 and reach out to them and invite them to upcoming events that you're planning to have. Okay. And then we have different audio and videos that you can listen to or watch this week coming up, which I will post, as I mentioned. And that's it for this week. And before we end for tonight, I would like to invite Mark to share, and Christine to share a little bit about the Master UFO leadership, like how we're going to go about with the Google Doc and stuff like that. If you can unmute yourself there, Christine.
Yeah, okay, Kitty. Okay, cool. So the Master UFO program is the one that also takes in the shopping annuity masters membership program, I think.
That's right, master.
So
Yep.
yeah, so a problem is we could get confused about what it is that we should be doing, right? So, and the Master UFO program is the one where you get the lapel pin with the diamond in it. If you got one of those, Kitty. It's the one where if you meet the requirements over 3 of the quarters for a year, you get a diamond in the actual pin. So when we go to convention and all the seminars, if you see the pins with the diamonds around it, that's that program. So what we can do, we can put together a Google Doc which everyone can have access to, and then everyone can see where everyone is at with regards to there are 10 requirements of the program, and everyone can check themselves off once they are hitting that, once they have hit or when they're close to hit that milestone. So one of the 10. Then what we can do is part of that is new unfranchised owner trainings and basic 5 training, so we can coordinate each other around those trainings. We can help each other with how we can have our preferred customers accumulating BVs and IBVs for us, so we can really work as a team and know exactly where everyone is at any particular time. Sure. Yeah, so yeah, I think it'd be good. Other teams that have implemented it have done really well. So that's going to be the plan after the. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this quarter, which starts from, goes in a calendar quarter. So it's basically going from, the calendar starts from the start of June.
July. Yep. July to September.
Correct. Yeah. Sorry.
Yesterday was the first day till the end of September. Yep.
And so we're going to do that to put the document together. We're going to use this university process that we're going through now just to formulate it. Yeah. And then once we go through this quarter, we'll then be able to piggyback onto the next quarter, and they'll just build on each other. Definitely. Yeah. So, well, look, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be well coordinated, and it'll be pretty. Yeah, helping each other basically. Yeah, we definitely can support one another through doing this, because these are result-producing activities. And as we do the Master UFO, or which basically is more or less the same as the local challenge. If you're going to go for the Master UFO, then I would recommend that you do the local challenge as well. Then you'll be able to hit 2 birds in 1 stone, and then you get a stone, which is a diamond.
And with the local, they're pretty much exactly the same targets, except you need the 2 partners. Is that correct?
Yes. Let me quickly share that. I actually have posted that this afternoon on our Facebook group. You can actually quickly compare that. The 2, though, is not the quarter, because the 2 actually starts from the day that we finished our last local, which was in June. Let me see. See here? So this is the Master UFO. So these are the 10 things that we were talking about. Shopping annuity assessment, you have UFMS, 1,500 BV, 250 IBV, sponsor 1 person. Yes, this one is only 1 person in the Master UFO. Then attend the trainings and NUOT Basic 5 ECCT, and 3 tickets, and then the commission, 900, or the diagnostic. Now, with the the local trophy, local challenge, there are 8 things, which are more activities than results, you see. So activities like you host 2 home business presentations. So let's say on Thursday, if you're coming to my cash flow quadrant, that's already considered 1 home business presentation. So when you look at the differences between local seminar challenge and the Master UFO, the local seminar challenge is more activity based, whereas the Master UFO is the result of the activity. So because if you actually, host home business presentation, or bring guests to business presentation, or number 2 to product previews, even within our group now, I know that, Arnie, May, Judy are already hosting product preview, and then we're planning to have one in August. So all of this, you know, like the one that Dr. Mark and Dr. Christine opened on Saturday, that's also already considered a product preview. So every one of us who've been through the Saturday, Your Health is Your Wealth, you already have one. You know, you say at least two, you already have one. So that's already one done, 5 points. Then number 3 is 3 GMTSS UBP. So that means every single month, July, August, September, we all need to attend the UBPs. So these activities, you see, these activities will then contribute to us reaching the Master UFO that's done. That's the difference, really. Then number 4, personally sponsored 2, that's one more. Then you need to have the local seminar tickets. Most of us have already purchased 3 already anyway. Number 6, which is not in the Master UFO, is the goal statement and dream board, which we discussed just now, which is not hard to do, right? You just put, you know, the pictures and everything together as a dream board and then put a goal statement together. Then 7 and 8 is exactly the same, 250 IBV and 1,500 BV. Yeah. So does that make sense? That's sort of really quite similar. Is right. Yeah.
One of the things too is that and I'm hoping that it's clear, is that it's the same, is that the Master-Owned Franchise Owner Program gets us to focus also that the 1,500 BVs and the 250 IBVs are also able to be obtained from preferred customers.
Yeah, definitely, which is good.
So one of the things we're to be doing is actually formulating and consolidating our customer base. So to be entering them into our system as a preferred customer, which then gives us the opportunity to show people our website, and then they can then so it all leads on to that. So I think we need to understand that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's I think as a new unfranchised owner, one can think, oh, I've got to now buy all this BV and I've got to buy all this IBV. It's actually not that. It's a preferred customer base that does that.
Exactly. Yes.
So how to help each other get preferred customers? I mean, the efforts tonight with regards to the memory jogger and the lists, and I mean, there's many people on those lists who will need certain products, whether it be for health or etc. So they become preferred customers. Then when they order, then that goes to the BV and the IBV proportion of it.
For sure, that's right. That's exactly right. Like even May's mom was saying to us the other day, she hasn't even come in yet. She was saying, oh, you know, when people buy tickets, that's like a catalyst or like a door opener, like Angie said. And then from there, they would be very open to hear about isotonics or like motives, or, you know, so it's a share of customer.
Yep.
So that is a great way to go about it. And obviously starts with having a list. Like, you know, Dana's friends always said, if we don't have a list, we are unemployed. So just now, all of you have already started to write down using the memory jogger of people in such a short time, 40 something to, you know, 100, or you can easily, yeah. Anyway, so that's that. So thank you guys for being on. So for those of you who think that you're interested in, you know, running for both the Master UFO or the or the local challenge trophy, then what Mark, Christine and I have planned to do is after the Master UFO University Zoom calling like today, we will spend an extra half an hour just like now to talk about, you know, the different categories. But Mark will also be doing some video. He kindly offers to do that, to share with us how we can actually meet each of the Master UFO criteria. Right, Mark? If you need help with me doing video, the three of us together, we can do some interactive video. I would be happy to do it with you. But yeah, I'm very excited about this because it's like when Kevin shared with us in week 1 that it's not one of us doing a whole lot of things, but like each of us doing only 10%. Then we will be able to have whole lot of BV coming in. So it's not that we have to work very hard, but work smart, because we can have the synergy of everyone. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. So Angie or Kevin, do you have anything to say before we close? Our beautiful senior business partners.
Yes, I do encourage everybody to just try the Master UFO, and thanks Mark and Christine for spearheading it.
Thank you.
Even if you, let's say, okay, I'm sure you can, it's just a matter of the mind over the body. But from our own experience, if you follow that, your business will grow. So the Master UFO wasn't just pulled out of the hat. It was based on all the past success story and all the leaders. They put it together. So all I can say is just give it a go. Like Christine said, really have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Leverage. Everyone helps one another. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Good night, everyone. Sleep well, and until next time, take care and keep, see you at the top. See you at the top.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Are we staying on?